Hello. Okay, I think everything is working. Why am I not able to delete certain things in my stream elements anymore? Um, wait. Wait, am I able to? No, I don't think so. I've accidentally, so I tried streaming to Twitter and I was, what the fuck? They changed how the audio thing looks. Wait, I updated my OBS just now and I was not expecting it to look like this. What the fuck? Wait. Everything looks so different. What the fuck? Actually, I should... Okay, thank you. Stream Elements is working. That's good. I'm trying to delete the Twitter thing, but it wasn't working earlier, and... Okay, YouTube and Twitch is working, I think. That's all that matters. I don't know how to fix that, so I guess we'll figure that out another time. In the meantime, we're just gonna play the game, and... I guess I should have realized that something like being able to stream would be... Wait, I should have changed the sound. It's a bit loud for me. Wait, no, it's because I... Oh yeah, it's because I increased the volume a bit ago. Okay, there we go. I was watching a movie with someone, and I increased the volume so we can watch it together. On the side note, the Crunchyroll subtitles for Madoka, at least on the YouTube side, is completely it's delayed, and it looks weird. And also, what's it called? I think the subtitles are just wrong in general. I think they put the subtitles for the dub into the sub version, and like the dubs, they're not. I'm not saying like dubs are bad or anything, but they have to change around the lines in order to get like match the lip flaps and stuff like that. So things are a bit different. And while it has like, I guess, similar vibes and meaning, it is noticeably different. Like he told me, like during the scene where he told me, it's like, girls can't like girls, girls can't like girls. Like in the dub, she repeats it over and over again and you can see it. But in the Japanese version, she just says it one time and runs off. But the subtitle has her say it 7 times and is noticeable and it's like, ugh. This is why you pirate. Man, Crunchyroll sucks, bro. Alright. I gotta go on Twitter. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm not complaining, I'm showing my appreciation. I love you. Oh my god, thank you! My sanity is so fucking low, bro. You know, I remember this whole situation happening in the my first playthrough, and my opinion is still the same. Coffee tastes nice. Like, why does it matter if, like, bro, people do things all the time that isn't good for them because it's nice. I don't know. Like, are you not allowed to treat yourself? Like, fuck. Also, a job is a job. You know, what if, like, cafes are plentiful and relatively, like, low requirements to get into? What if she just needed a quick job and a cafe just happened to be hiring? Is she not allowed to work there because of anxiety? What the fuck? It makes no sense. I swear to God. People on Twitter and, like, are so stupid and critical. Like, they don't sympathize at all. You know, it's kind of funny. I do not actually remember this being a talking point, but that is kind of fucked up. I don't remember how I responded to this the first time around. But considering the fact that I'm from a relatively low income family, I don't really like the idea of someone who's rich, like, pretending to get scholarships. Like, I also, like, I also kind of get it because college is so expensive. It's like thousands, if not tens of thousands for one, like sometimes 1 year, one semester. It's crazy. Like I I chose a relatively good school, but also the school I went to is on the cheaper side as well. And that was still thousands of dollars. I the only reason why I was able to get through it really cheaply is because one, I had really good grades in high school and I continued to keep those good grades in college, so I was able to use the scholarship from that. And also I was low income, so that helped paid for it, and I got another scholarship due to certain I think it was a contest kind of thing, but I don't remember. I had that for like maybe 1 or 2 years, and that helped as well. I don't like. Hang on, I'm gonna get something real quick. I'm gonna get some water. I don't understand why some people seem to think that, where is it? This, no, this one? Like, I don't see why some people blame her for them not knowing a lot about her past, considering the fact that some people like to have more privacy. Like, even celebrities would want to have, like, a decent amount of, you know, attention away from the public. And considering the fact that the show has already exposed so much dirt on other contestants, I don't see why they think her not having her past exposed is her choice. If anything, it just means like she does have a criminal record. It's like heavily implied that she went to jail at some point, and that's why she's scared of the police and scared of the police finding her. But it could also, like, she could also just be living the down low life. She could have been mostly pretty normal. I don't know, like, people like to just suspect everyone and just get angry at everyone for no reason. It's so annoying. That's one thing that I do like about Various Stars. It's very realistic with how much people fucking suck. Oh my god. It's about you and suck, or are they saying, wait, hang on. I've been checking on Platter, and a rumor is spreading that Masquerade had a serious inner conflict even before you left. Should I respond to this? I'll just... Wait. I'm not gonna give any. I'm gonna deny it, I guess. I don't know if I should have responded. That might be worse for me, actually. Ah, shit. I probably shouldn't have replied. Honestly, I think it's worth canceling. I don't know. I don't particularly like cancel culture because I've seen a lot of cases where it's just something insignificant like a fandom war or whatever. And also things that happened long time ago in the past, like 10 years ago, people find something and then they cancel someone over that. like, it's been enough time that I feel like Hyesung could have changed, and he could have proven that. Like, maybe he was an asshole back in high school, but he could be a better person now. Now, obviously, that's not the case, but like, I don't know. I don't feel like, a part of me feels like him being violent and beating up people and bullying people is a good enough reason that I would be like, yeah, that's understandable. I wouldn't really want to support that either. But also, if he has shown to be like a better person and has shown to have changed himself, I think that I don't really think it's worth like him losing so much like support over. But yet again, I cannot imagine like with how he doesn't really lie to people, right? I feel like even on Twitter, he would be like, he would probably show that he's a bit of a ass, but you know, it would come, they would phrase it in a way, I guess, like when you like someone and they're kind of like stuck up and arrogant, you wouldn't describe it as that. You would describe it as like confident and like I don't know, a leader personality kind of thing. But then when things turn bad and you no longer like the person, you would probably describe it as like rude and arrogant, you know? I mean, yeah, that is true, right? What on earth is he talking about? No, this is actually so valid. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so maybe the contestants are dying inside of there and like the buildings collapse, but since you like this show, we're not gonna end it, you know? This one grabs my attention. Oh, that's actually really scary. I guess an audience member would be easier to handle, considering the fact that you had to pay to get in and stuff, so you would have to give your information. It would be bad if someone resold the ticket to someone else, though, because if they're missing, then we wouldn't really know. From what I know, though, I don't think we find any other bodies, right? So it's kind of just us and then manager person. Yeah, so that's everything. This doesn't do anything. Okay, that gives us a card. We can't say that. We can't say that. We can talk to her about this one. I guess we can do that. Then we can do that one. Right now, there's kind of nothing that gives us any positivity. I'll do this one, I guess.
아무래도
아닌 것 같아.
Ina lowered her watch after briefly looking at it. I'm gonna say this. I don't think she would want us to, like, tell her off for feeling the way she does, if that makes sense. Yeah, she would want us to, like, reassure her, I guess.
틀렸어.
어?
What? Ina crossed her arms and wiggled her index finger.
있잖아.
그렇잖아. 예를 들어. 그러면
혹시
그래.
Wait, we get a keyword for that? Wait, what? It didn't tell us that. Was it just missing? I mean, I guess there was like a little space there. Oh, look at how happy she is! That's so cute. Wait, they're all super happy with me. That's so cute! Can I get them super happy? I don't think I was able to do them the first playthrough, but I also didn't have like the little hints and the optimization. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab my phone as well, in case anything happens. So I will say, similar to how the other past streams have been, I am going to keep this short and only do the talking session and then whatever cutscene we have afterwards. So, you know, keep that in mind. Okay, let's do this one.
그랬었지.
아니야.
Ina's blue eyes quivered.
그래.
아니었어.
I think this would be the better response.
어?
No, it wasn't, I guess.
그러니까.
그게
그래.
그랬지.
그치만
그래.
어쨌든
Yeah, that really sucks though. The fact that they pushed her to have the panic attack, but deleted the part that showed why she had the panic attack, like the build up, especially since from what it sounded like, it took a while for her to start panicking because like she was actively like she was self-regulating pretty well, I think. Okay, can't talk about that. We can't talk about this. Can't, we need to talk about this. We don't talk about that. Okay, so we have one card and then one positive, I think.
그래도
Okay, that's... You know, I think I remember the first time... I'm sorry, I'm comparing this way too much to, like, my past experience. Maybe I shouldn't do that. You know, new experience, new timeline, or whatever. But even so, some people are vegan out of, like, medical necessity or... I guess... more moral reasons. Like maybe they don't want to eat cows because they care about the animals and animal cruelty, or maybe something like environmentalism, because cows are really bad for the environment. Because I don't know, maybe it's gross to say, but cows, they fart a lot. Like a lot. They have like 4 stomachs, I think. So even so, I don't even think that's that questionable. Like there probably are vegans who like beef but just can't eat beef. Like that's not the point he's saying. He's more so saying like a vegan who does eat beef, but I've seen a video where someone has to go vegan because they got bit by like the red star tick from Texas or something, and they like for some fucking reason in the video, like their whole friend group or family was eating some steaks in front of them and being like, oh my god, it's so good, and they were just sitting there with no food at all being like, damn, I wish I could eat that. I'm just like, what kind of cruelty is this? I mean, I know it's for the camera, but I just thought that was funny. Anyways, coffee and anxiety don't necessarily contradict each other. Some people with, I guess, high blood pressures will still eat like high food and high sodium. It's bad for them and they shouldn't do that, and they should like avoid doing it. But you know, every once in a while you just like to treat yourself, and sometimes certain conditions and certain like things you should like avoid or whatever, like the effect is just so minuscule, it's not even worth like avoiding it that much, right? Like coffee makes your anxiety worse, that is true. But it's not like drinking a coffee is going to immediately send you into a panic attack. And coffee tastes nice, okay? I mean, it depends on how you make it and depends on the person and whatever, but what if someone just likes a nice cup of coffee, okay? Is that a crime?
아이고.
Hyesung crossed his arms and straightened himself up.
생각해봐. 응? 맞지? 생각해봐.
Humans are illogical, okay? Sometimes you just do things that are bad for you because you like doing it. And I don't know, it's like it's the most reasonable thing for me, and I just cannot see why he does not see it that way. Or why other people are like so suspicious of it. It's fucking coffee. You know how many people drink coffee, and you know how common anxiety is? Did they ignore it? Did they? Let's be real here.
아이고. 그건 아니라고.
I'm just gonna say there's nothing to reveal. I mean, I'm not gonna say she had a hard time anyways. Because I don't want to, like, I guess, affirm that she was getting special treatment. Mostly because, one, I don't believe it, and I don't think he wants to hear that. So I'm gonna go with this one.
아마도 아니지. 알겠어? 그렇다는 건
Hyesung frantically scratched his head.
저기 그게 생각해봐. 아니었어. 아 참.
Oh, that's interesting. We didn't get anything from that. I wonder if we chose wrong, he would have disliked us, or if we would have gotten a point for that. Okay, so we do need to talk about that. And otherwise, there... Okay, this one does bring positivity. We do need to talk about that one. I guess we can go backwards. Do these two, and then... I kind of want to look. Cell has... It looks like the most cards. Yeah, because the other two had like one. Oh my god, I thought I clicked that. Holy shit. No!
분명히
I didn't fucking click it. That's so unfair. That's so unfair. I guess I could skip it. Should I skip it or should I just read it?
그래.
Jiyoung put a hand on her forehead and frowned.
안 되겠어.
그건
난
그래서
결국
그래도
그렇지.
Bro, that's so unfair. I clicked on the arrow, but because like that thing was already selected, it made me click it. I guess it's good that we didn't say anything, really, so... But, that's unfair. What if that was a negative thing? Or what if that lowered my sanity? Is ad break over? I saw that we had one. Okay, I think it's over.
그게요. 어?
Cell scratched his head.
사실은
I guess I'll take a little pause here. I could have done this during the ad break actually, but I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe on Tuesday, Thursdays. For now, the schedule's gonna probably change every once in a while, depending on how I feel. I'm just gonna work with what I feel like doing more than anything, than doing anything definitive, right? But I think maybe Tuesday, Thursday nights would work best, and I would try to do games that are like serialized and storyized, right? So things like Buried Stars, and I'm also gonna add Reverse 1999 back into the mix, and we're gonna do the story. And for Reverse, I'm pretty much only going to do the main story for a while, and I might do event stories when they show up and I find them interesting. And then on weekends, I would do things that are more continuous. So like, let's say I make a Minecraft world or something like that. You know, it would be fun to play that, I guess. And that would be like a long-term series, and that will end whenever I feel like it. Or I'll do something like Project Zomboid, because that's on my to-do list eventually. I do have people who I want to play with, I guess. And I plan on doing a, I guess, mini series with them. And IDV, I might get back into like actually streaming IDV. I have mixed feelings about being an IDV content creator, because I kind of actually want to move away from it. Like I still play IDV every single day, but I don't know how I feel about the community. Like overall, I haven't had many issues with the community for like I've been here for almost 2 years. I think it's like a year and a half by now. But I only recently started getting pissed off at the community when I started interacting with Twitter. When it was just the YouTube side and Reddit, I pretty much didn't really deal with many issues, and I was pretty happy for the most part. Then I started participating on Twitter a little bit more, and then I started getting annoyed, and I think what I can just try to do with that is I just should try to move away from the IDV media on Twitter. Use Twitter less, but I also kind of, especially since I don't use Twitter in a very efficient way to promote myself anyways, so it's kind of just there, just for me to randomly say things and follow a bunch of artists. Which reminds me, I want more art. I want to commission more art. You know, I always feel bad, because there would be art that I post onto my Twitter and be like, thank you for making the art for me, yay, kind of thing, right? And then there would be arts that aren't for Seaside, so I don't post it anywhere, right? And I'm scared that people feel bad because they just never see it get used and it's like hidden somewhere for personal use, right? Just so you know, everyone I commission, I love you all. Teehee.
아시겠어요? 그래도 도윤이 형
Yeah, I guess. It depends how serious I think it is, but a lot of times, like, I don't know, a lot of times people will give you death threats, but that's because they're just expressing they really they're just expressing they really hate you, right? That doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna do anything to you. I don't know, like, I guess it depends on the scale and how serious it is, because like I think going to the police and at least giving them a heads up would be nice. But okay, finding the sender sounds like a horrible ass idea. Just imagine you try to like, it's kind of like confronting someone who wants to kill you. There's usually one very common way this goes, you know? Well, actually, that depends. They could just be like a fucking nobody on the internet, and then they like, you confront them and like, they're like, oh shit, I didn't realize it would be that serious, and they freak out over it. But there's also a chance that, let's say, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just, you know, I'm thinking about I guess more recent situation, but I guess that doesn't apply. They could just be a nobody on the internet. But I guess this would be better.
그런 것 같아.
Yeah. Don't show them the reaction they want, basically. Sal slowly nodded after staring at him for a moment. Yeah.
그렇죠.
It's kind of the smart thing to do when it comes to social media. You just can't react, unfortunately. Because there's a lot of people, like, it's so annoying, but if you react in a negative way, then you're like let's say, hopefully that didn't make too much noise. I sweeped a little bit of dust off the microphone. But anyways, let's say that someone says you're like a horrible person, and they like they say nothing really of worth. They just are like attacking you just to attack you, and you respond and you just like are expressing that you're upset with it, which is a normal human reaction, right? Then they're gonna like twist it and be like, oh, you're avoiding accountability, or oh, you shouldn't even, like, you deserve to be hated on, or something like that. And then that can blow up, and then more people will hate on you, and then it's like an endless cycle, right? Also, some people would want you to get upset. They want to be acknowledged to some extent, right? So you can't acknowledge that you're upset or what they said affected you in a negative way, because they want you to feel negatively. They want you to be hurt because you deserve to be hurt, kind of thing. So ignoring it, at the very least, has the possibility of them just moving on and then being done with it and not getting more angry and not really thinking about it as much, and then, you know, less hate will come to you. Or they continue, but, you know, like, there's a stronger chance things will de-escalate, I guess. I try to think a lot about how to do social media stuff, and honestly, I think I have a good understanding of it, but I'm also a pretty emotional person, so I can honestly see myself messing up like these characters. I think it's been 6 months or something, since this like the 2 playthroughs. In those 6 months, I think I became somewhat more active on Twitter, and I've seen more people and interacted with more people. And honestly, I think the first time around, I didn't acknowledge these characters very well and didn't see them realistically. But now that I've, I guess, experienced social media more and tried to be a little bit more influential, honestly, they are really, really well written.
그거야. 한마디로
Oh wait, this has a keyword. So we have to look at that. That's interesting. I do think it's cute that he's happy about that.
그렇다고 볼 수 있죠.
Sal stared at the other side of the stage with a somber look on his face.
괜찮아. 알겠어요. 있잖아. 네. 아직이에요.
그랬었는데
왜요?
그거야.
So stared at Yoon for a moment.
도윤이 형.
응?
네.
Would he want me to lie to him? I don't know. I don't think it. I'm just gonna say I have no idea.
정말요?
Yoon stood awkwardly and so nodded. Yeah, you.
그래요.
Like in fiction in general, you should pretty much never lie. Like, I do wish that lying isn't always a negative though. Like, I wish people would let you do like a white lie from time to time. I think for this kind of situation though, it makes sense that you shouldn't lie, that you know something that you don't know, because then they're gonna be like, they're gonna talk to you as if you do know the information, and you're just gonna be there like dumbfounded, like, yeah, so you're so right. I think. But and sometimes like you just like, I wish there was like chances like, oh, maybe like in this situation you choose like emotional maturity over like the honest truth or something, or just protecting people's emotions, and like I guess the emotional response and the rational response. I wish it wasn't always wrong to try to choose the emotional response. But it also makes sense. People generally don't like being lied to. But I wish some characters can acknowledge like that you're doing it for their benefit, even if they know you're lying. Like, thanks, that's sweet of you that you care about me and how I feel. But like, that's not needed. I don't know.
그런 편이죠.
Which I also don't understand why that's a bad thing, right? I like. I guess I'll do this one, so we could just get the point and then.
너무 나갔어요.
그랬지.
그치만요. 말도 안 돼요.
그랬었지.
그렇다니까요.
혹시
그렇죠.
I think maybe I should do this one because this one doesn't have a choice, right? So I can just read it.
그게요. 혹시
So fiddle with the bag strap.
근데 그게
어?
그거야.
대체
Sel's eyes quivered for a second.
사실은
그렇다는 건
I guess investigating families and indeed asking friends.
그렇죠.
Oh.
응?
This would suck though.
네.
그랬었지.
그거야. 인정해요.
그래?
I actually don't know which one would be more preferable. I guess why Hyesung? Just ask the question.
그거 있잖아.
그러니까요. 서해상.
She deserves it. What the fuck? So bit on his lips.
말도 안 돼요.
그래. 그래도
그 말은
Oh, I think that's every. Wait. Oh, this is new. Oh, we have to go back then. Oh, no. You don't have anything new to say. What do you have to say? No, neutral. Okay. You do have something new to say, though. Okay, I'll talk to you. Wait, the most of the cards are from you. What the fuck?
그리고
어?
아니요. 그렇죠.
The agency was basically, I'm not gonna, I guess, say this. I think it's better to say this. I don't know. I try to avoid blaming Sel too much, and to be fair, he is just a lower man. And like, I don't want to put too much responsibility on him or say like, act too privileged. I don't know. And piss them off. So I'm just gonna ask, like, did they? Because theoretically, asking a question shouldn't hurt too much, right?
그러면
Yeah, that should be.
네? 그렇다고 볼 수 있죠.
그렇다는 건
그 말은
아니.
그치만요. 아무래도요.
Oh.
한마디로
Okay, so I think we're fine for now then. I think. Wow, you're very neutral about things, huh? So we do have two things. Let's start with the audience list.
그래도 그래. 그건
Should families take care of their own first? No, not always.
아닌 것 같아.
맞아. 솔직히
Gyu shook his head weakly.
그래.
아니야.
Oh. Yoon felt awkward after hearing Gyuk's downcast voice.
알잖아.
그럴지도.
아무래도
그렇지.
Okay, this should be the last one, right? Wait. Did we not get a card for that? That's kind of weird. It feels like we're getting like points for certain things, but we're not. Did we get a card? I can't remember. Didn't look what the number went up.
어떻게?
This is the last one I have to do, right? I think I'm really tired. It's really late for me. I don't think I should be streaming. Once we're done with this, we're going to sleep.
대체
어쩌면 그렇지.
We kind of have to put up with it, I'm gonna be honest. Doing this will make things so much worse, bro. Like, you just have to be annoyed and deal with it, unfortunately.
그래.
만약에
Hyesung was on the other side, nervously jerking his feet.
아무래도
그럴까?
Okay, so I think that's everything for you. Wait, did we not get anything for him? That's so weird. I guess that kind of makes sense though. We do have 2 cards for you. Okay, so wait. Okay, so it's just these 2. I'm gonna go with the contradictory first.
결국
알아.
Jiyoung dropped her head and paused for a moment.
그래.
I don't know what to say to this. Because the thing is, I don't want to accuse her of anything, I guess. I'm just gonna say this, I guess. Talk more about the show rather than her.
글쎄. 근데
어?
그게
그건
난
Yoon wanted to point out that it was different from the relationship between Coffee and panic attacks, but he decided to change the subject.
혹시
어.
어?
그래. 근데
That is pretty sad though. Which one was it? This one, right? And then that's the last one that we need to do.
역시
그런가요?
내 생각엔
Actually, I guess it also depends on what scholarship he got, because from what it sounds like, he fudged some of the details in order to make himself look more not privileged, I guess, in order to get those scholarships, which is what I think is, like, I think that's perfectly fair to criticize him over, and that's, people should criticize him over that, right? But also, if it's something like, oh, academic merits, or he did, like, he just decided to participate in a scholarship and he won the contest for that, that's not really anything that he should feel bad about. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if a rich kid decides to sign up for a scholarship and they win it, because, like it's a writing contest or something, and they're just that skilled and smart, I don't know, like, I don't feel like you should not be allowed to participate in certain events that give monetary rewards just because you already have money and theoretically that reward could go to someone better, like in a more needy situation. I don't know, it's like, I guess it's complicated, but it's not really something that you should deprive yourself of either, in my opinion. Like, yes, it would be nicer for it to go to someone more, like, where it needs it more, but, I don't necessarily think. I guess. Demanding an answer is coercion. I want to say this. I'm gonna say this one. I don't know if that's the right one, but I think so.
그건
Okay.
그래. 난
Jo Young mumbled to herself while staring in one direction.
왜일까?
아마도
분명해.
I mean, yeah, they'll get bored eventually. It's kind of like the only thing you can do, I think.
네.
그치만
맞아요.
누나.
Actually, from what it sounds like, it just sounded like he participated in a scholarship and he won it. Like that's not really on him. He like if you win, you win. As much as it sucks to say, and I do kind of get where other people are coming from. But still, you know, it sucks to suck. Okay, that should be the last one, right? Yeah. We'll continue for now. Yeah. We should have a net positive for most things. Oh, no. And we don't need Sandy, do we? Ina raised her hand.
생각 좀 해봤는데 저 S 승연이란 놈 있잖아. 역시 안이랑 관련 있는 것 같아.
안이라뇨?
Ina pointed her finger at the floor.
여기.
무슨 귀신 씨나라 까먹는 소리야?
조금만 자세히 얘기해봐.
그러니까 예를 들면 서혜성이란 거지.
와, 들켰네. 라고 할 줄 알았냐? 나도 지금 저 새끼 뭐 하는 놈인지 난감하거든.
이나 씨 깜짝 놀랐잖아요. 진짠 줄 알고.
넌 오인 아닌 편 좀 적당히 들어.
내 말은 쇼 관련자 같다는 소리야.
이나야, 지금 우리한테 중요한 건 S 승연이 아니야.
큐. 말 되게 쉽게 한다. 그럴만도 한가? 알부자가 공돈 타먹는 거 대단한 흠도 아니지.
Looking bewildered, Gyu looked at Doyoon.
침묵의 한도윤 씨는 어찌 생각하시나?
What? Young, an anonymous account impersonating producer Young Shin. The commotion the account has been creating is making everyone wary of one another. If this was the intent of Young, it seems like their effort has been successful. Doyoon thought about what Young had been posting.
S 승연이 쓴 얘기들
Yoon? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
대충 찍어서 떠들었다기엔 걸리는 점이 있었어. 그건
Is this timed? I think it might be timed. Which anonymous have not been... Okay, the barista and... Okay, panic attacks, unfair, unknown path. Okay, so everyone knows that she has unknown paths, right? Wait, was this revealed? his family was revealed, but I don't know if the scholarship was revealed, right? Actually, I think this isn't. This was rumored, I think. I'm gonna go with these two. I might be wrong. Actually, maybe I should double check. wait, I don't want to be wrong. Wait, I don't want to be wrong. Please, guys, this is my second playthrough. I don't want to do a third one. Okay, so this is gonna be my first answer. So you know, you guys can at least acknowledge it. Yeah. This one. Maybe I should have pulled this up sooner. I'm sorry. This is a bit awkward. Hopefully an ad is coming up. Maybe I should pull up an ad. Let's go. Oh, I was right. Shit. Okay. Okay, damn. Yeah, okay. We'll continue then.
규혁이 형 장학금 얘기. 형 학교 다닐 때가 방송에 자세히 나온 적은 없었어.
우리도 페이터로 처음 봤으니까.
진짜 뭔가 받아 챙긴 건 맞아?
자세히 말하긴 그렇지만 장학금은 받았어.
S 승연이 그걸 어떻게 알아?
대학 관계자라거나
다른 출연자들 얘기도 했잖아.
맞아요. 대학 관계자는 가능성이 낮아요. 영희 누나가 쉬는 동안 바리스타를 했단 거 나온 적 없는 얘기로 알고 있어.
맞아.
You know, you're making me not want to be right. What would have been the consequence if I was wrong? This doesn't feel fun.
알아보는 게 싫어서 가면까지 썼는데.
Wait. Double checking to make sure my stream isn't lagging.
베스타에서 보여준 적도 없던 얘기고.
공황인데 얼굴 맞대는 일, 커피까지 즐기셨다는 사실도 나왔지.
서혜성, 너무 멀리 가지 마라.
Listen, bro, I have anxiety issues too. I've worked customer service too. Sometimes you just gotta get money. Did you know that you need money to live? That's how capitalism works, bro. As much as it sucks, I have to pay for food and gas bills and other bills and shit, man. This is kind of depressing. Let's not think about it too much.
쉬는 동안 무슨 일을 했는지 마음대로 찍을 수는 있어. 그치만 정확히 바리스타를 짚는 건 아무래도 이상해.
I'm sorry, guys.
S 승현은 어디서도 안 나왔던 얘기를 꺼냈어. 규혁이 형 장학금 얘기, 그리고 영희 누나 바리스타 알바.
굿봐, 역시 이상하지?
지금 알 수 있는 건 하나뿐이야. 적어도 S 승현이 하는 얘기 전부가 멋대로 지어낸 말은 아니란 거.
So look irritated.
또 스텝설로 가나요?
No.
스텝이 다 구출이 됐니 말았니 하는 때예요. 지금 저런 짓거리 할 만큼 한가한 사람 없어요.
Oh, what if one of you guys are just really strong haters? I don't know. You underestimate the power of hate, man. Come on, we can't be completely merciful. Wait, was Berry Stars always $40? Did I get it for $40? There's no fucking way. I probably got it on sale, right? Because I remember I got it for way cheaper. It must have went on sale at some point and then I got it. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Wait. Okay, well anyways, let's just get back to things. I'm sorry guys.
어이구야. 우리 장 FD가 또 스텝이라고 편을 드시네.
I mean, I'm gonna slightly agree with Hyesung here. Just because you're staff and just because you should have better things to do doesn't mean you will do the better things, right? Like, I have better things to do than argue with people on Twitter. Sometimes I do it. Not on Seaside, really. I don't think I've argued with people very much on Seaside. I don't even think I do it on my private account either. It was only during certain situations, like the situation that got me active on Twitter in the first place, which was related to art. And that's, I'm not gonna say too much about that.
친구라도 좀 만들어 놓고 편을 들면 내가 슬프진 않을 텐데. 어쩌냐? 형아 눈물 날라 그런다.
이제 막 구조돼서 구급차에 실려가는 판국이야. 페이터로 저러고 있겠냐? 생각을 일이라도 하고 살아.
아니면 탈락자일 가능성은?
베스타 탈락자 말이야?
어느 정도는 뒷사정을 알 수도 있잖아.
떨어진 다음에 알긴 힘든 정보 같은데.
떨어졌는데 저런다고 무슨 득을 보겠어.
자기가 못 올라가면 끌어내리기라도 하려는 게 사람이니까.
No, that depends on the person.
그게 아니면
With her head lower, Ina raised her eyes and stared at the rest of the group.
여기 우리들 중에 하나 개인적으로 알았던 걸 터뜨려서 아예 보내려고.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to compare who has the least worst rumor. Which would be Ina.
계정이 다르잖아. S 승연인데?
Isn't her literally, you're a nobody?
다른 계정 굴리는 거지. 부계정. 워치 쓰는 거 서로 확인해 본 적도 없잖아.
At that very moment, something flashed through Ji-yoon's mind. Unlike what Ina said, it was actually impossible for the contestants to use their account.
이나 잠깐. 출연자가 부계정을 쓰는 건 불가능해. 왜냐하면
I wonder what the answer is. The building's collapsing.
우리가 가진 건 워치 한 개뿐이잖아.
그런데 무슨 말이 하고 싶어?
일침 제대로네. 추리를 하시려면 근거를 확실히 대셔야죠, 오이나 씨.
Ina just stood there, lost for words.
도윤이 말대로야. 워치로는 공식 계정밖에 못 굴려.
쇼에서 준 워치, 거기 공식 계정이 귀속된 상태잖아.
우리 중에 S 승연이 있는 건 불가능하다는 거지.
Ina took a step back and bit her lip.
기세 등등하시더니 어이가 없네 진짜.
Honestly, she shouldn't have suggested it at all. In this kind of situation, the only thing we can do is trust each other. Like, maybe like some of us are not that trustworthy, but unless there's reason to suspect that, causing distrust and like turning us against each other when we're trapped here is just gonna cause more issues than it's worth, in my opinion. Like this whole situation is pretty much just a try to not get crushed game, and also just a long ass waiting game, right? There's not much we can do. We just have to sit by and hope for the best. So at the very least, liking everyone within the building and just getting along with everyone would make things a lot easier, even if, like, you know.
멀티가 됐으면 내가 진작에 굴렸지.
좋아. 인정해. 워치로는 안 된다는 거. 근데 다른 기기가 없다고 장담할 수 있어?
와, 포기를 모르시네. 물러날 줄도 알아야지. 좋아, 다 까보면 되잖아.
Hyesung confidently turned his jacket pockets inside out. It looked like inspection of personal belongings was about to take place.
세일, 특별한 거 있나 확인해봐.
네. 알겠어요.
The inspection was over. All they had were their own watches. Why did she want?
혹시나가 역시나지. 그렇죠, 인하님.
I guess she just wants an answer, so she doesn't have to worry about it anymore. But why would she want it to be one of us? That would be so bad for us.
알겠으니까 좀 꼬지 말아줄래?
그런데 우리 한 사람을 빼먹고 있잖아. 장세일 FD님. 엄연히 여기 계신 분인데 빼놓으면 서운하지.
내가 뭐? 가진 게 없는데.
그거야 당신께서 하시는 말씀이시고요.
Hyesung wagged his finger.
메신저 백. 거기 뭐가 들었는지 아무도 관심이 없네.
So grabbed the bag.
수첩 있다고 맨날 들고 다니는 거.
수첩 하나만 들어가기엔 너무 큰데.
자기 빠져나왔다고 아주 난사하는구나 너.
난사인지 적중인지 까 보면 알겠지.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm on Hyesung's side for this. Hyesung came forward as Sel took a step back in response.
개인적인 물건이야. 왜 출연자도 아닌 사람을 잡아?
I do somewhat agree with Sel that he should have his privacy respected, but I don't think in this situation where everyone had to be inspected because of Ina's like random attacking of everyone, I think if everyone had to show their personal belongings, Sel should do it as well. But I also get that, you know, personal things, and we also know that he's a stalker and he doesn't want that shit exposed. But yeah.
공익을 위해서인데 협조 좀 해달라고. 의심병의 아이콘 오이나님도 한 말씀 얹어주시죠.
이나 씨.
그게 아깐 내 생각에 빠져서 좀 오버했어. 기분 나빴을 거야. 미안해.
에?
Yeah, she really shouldn't have done all this. Like, what was it gonna gain pissing everyone off? And especially pissing off Hyesung when we know that he has anger issues. Like, of course he's not gonna let this go. Now we have to deal with this. Hyesung turned back to face Ina.
지금 뭐라고 하신?
까보라는 둥 물고 늘어져서 미안하다고.
Where he lets this go?
딴기기 어쩌고 말도 안 되는 소리였는데.
Feeling awkward, Hyesung scratched the back of his neck.
아 저기 그래 인정하니까 좋잖아.
Oh shit, he lets this go? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I doubted you a little bit too much. To be fair, I was kind of thinking about like some other person and when I said all that, but you know, good for you for being the better, bigger person and letting things go and accepting someone's apology. Especially since the apology was kind of forced to some degree. But you know what? I respect anyone who's willing to accept people's apologies and just let situations go. I mean, it depends on how and the situation. But you know what? That's not the point. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rambling. I ramble all the time, especially when it's late.
워낙 드문 장면이라 좀 익숙하지가 않네.
Hyesung suddenly raised his head and and touched the watch.
아 그래. 우리가 이렇게 마주보고 떠드는 중이잖아. 근데 페이터의 S 승연이 또 글을 딱 올렸다면 굳이 이 난리를 안 쳐도 외부인으로 끝나는 얘기였잖아.
Hyesung suddenly fell silent.
혜성아, 왜 그래?
Hyesung flashed his teeth in anger.
미친 소리도 정도껏 해야 개성이지. 이게 진짜.
His hand began to tremble.
되는 대로 말하는 거야. 신경 쓸 필요 없어.
필요가 있고 없고를 떠나서 이건 PD님 이름 달고 자꾸 개소리를 찢어대잖아.
Just when Ji-yoon was about to intervene, Hyesung began to busily type something into his watch.
이 새끼랑 맞다이 좀 까야겠어. 있던 건 팩트로 조져야 돼.
Oh yeah, that was really, really bad to say. Because, we needed to wait for the rescue team to admit, like, say that publicly and give the official announcement. And now it's gonna give a lot of traction and the situation's gonna blow up, and that's in turn gonna blow up the account, make it more visible, and it's gonna be a big, big mess. Yippee! Also, just imagine you learned your family member, friend, or whatever is dead because of the fucking Twitter argument. No, like, it's funny to think about, but like that kind of situation would be so fucking horrendous. Like you have hope or whatever, and then you learn about it from a Twitter, like a fucking Twitter argument. People talking about fucking Twitter and stuff. Like that would suck. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not as bad as people like posting someone getting murdered or like dying on Twitter, because that happens. That sucks as well. Like you don't even like. I feel like getting the news from the police and like an official report is still like really hard and really painful, but watching someone you love die horribly is so brutal. Like I've heard the story where a girl watched a bunch of like car crash videos or something, or somebody shared it, and one of the videos was her brother, and she didn't even know her brother was dead at that point because it literally just happened. And that's how she learned that her brother died or something. And like before she even got the news officially in like a safe manner. And like she just witnessed his death or something, I don't know. Man, I wonder if that's gonna happen to me. What if people learn about my death because I get brutally murdered or something? That's the thing I worry about. I don't want people to be traumatized over my death. Also, one thing I'm worried about is what if I die and I'm never able to like tell people, like suddenly Seaside just disappears, especially since I go AWOL for a bit on Discord and like Twitter and other social medias. Like sometimes I don't stream for months, and that doesn't like I don't make any announcements, I don't really say anything about it, I just don't stream because I just forgot to pretty much, or I just don't care to. Twitter is a little bit different, but not by a lot. I barely post there too, and Discord I'm relatively active, but not like enough so that if I disappeared it would be like too noticeable, I think. Like I do have a Discord server, but I don't really, it's pretty much just a small like people like community-ish that I just hang out in from time to time. Yeah, I don't know, I guess if I die, Seaside kind of just mysteriously disappears. I don't think anyone would really notice. It would be kind of hard to, I guess. I would have to be like an actual consistent streamer for that to be like noticeable. I would be really sad if I was never able to make an official announcement, because I don't think there is anyone who would know and be able to make that announcement for me. Like I have friends, like IRL friends and people who know me who would probably know about my death, and they would be able to post about it. It's just that none of them are people who would post about it. That's the thing. So Seaside would just disappear into obscurity, which I guess isn't that bad, but I do want something final. Like I do want people to be able to know and have closure, I guess. But I don't know, I guess there's not really many people who would need that closure either, so.
야, 뭐 하는 짓이야? 공유 미친 듯이 올라가고 있어.
All the attention and shock of the world rang through my head.
아, 대답 안 하네. 이거 잠수 탔지?
Hyesung's voice was shaking.
이젠 사칭 따위 못해. 꺼져버리라고.
Oh, great.
이거 괜찮은 거야?
그럼 헛소리 하는 걸 계속 두고 봐?
그치만
생방을 날려야 짜진다고.
공유수 벌써 1000이 넘었어.
As the number of shares grew, the number of responses began to increase as well. Oh, there's a lot of backlash against him. Wait, why are you tweeting like this? Yeah, like, that's something I keep talking about. It is actually so absurd that he reveals this shit like that.
야, 공식 계정이 얻어 터지는데?
난리 났네. 야, 어쩔 거야?
뭘 어째? 어차피 알려질 얘기 아니야?
검토해서 공식 발표하는 거랑 네가 깝친 게 똑같냐? 공식 계정 맞는 거 안 보여? 너 때문이잖아.
그게 대수야? 저딴 거 잘 대응하라고 돈 받는 거잖아. 나 쥐어 터질 땐 쌩 까더니 대단한 의리 나셨다?
Ji-young raised her hand to interrupt Sal.
사망자 뉴스 떴어.
There was an official announcement about Se-young's death. Thanks to Hyesung's spoiler, the situation has gotten all mixed up.
공식 계정에도 발표 나왔어.
Dude, the situation actually happened really fast.
방송 중단 어쩌고는 뭐야?
아, 등 떠밀려서 쓰니까 저 모양이지.
Sal frowned.
너무 성급해. 욕먹고 뉴스 떴다고 바로 간 것 같은데. 메시지 관리를 해야지. 한 번에 하나씩. 아, 저럼 어떡하냐고.
몰매 맞으니까 공식도 움직이는구만.
Honestly, I don't really understand why they're attacking the account for it. Like, the fuck is the show gonna do? I mean, I guess they shouldn't be advertising the show and be like, hey guys, stay tuned for the next episode, teehee! When, you know, we're potentially dying in here. Wait, the show's cancelled? Then does the ranking matter?
혜성아, 너 지금 무슨 말을?
배우신 분이 그렇게 이해가 느려서 어디다 써먹어?
되게 속 편해 보인다.
됐고 방송 중단으로 피해 안 입게 한다. 무슨 뜻이게? 구조되면 어떻게든 이어할 여지가 있다는 거야.
What? No, it means it's gone, bro. They're probably going to just delete this shit. We're done. We're just gonna be the final five. There's gonna be no winner.
넌 진짜로 진짜다.
Now that I think of it, why is it that they make the second place person the last person introduced? Like, I remember it was fifth, fourth, third, then first, and then second. Why is that?
베스타 문 닫으면 어차피 다 쫑이야. 기회잖아.
We're dying!
이 난장판을 내고 기회 운운해?
Exactly! The building's gonna fucking collapse, and now there's a two-winter war. Like, what are we supposed to do? Capitalize on that shit? I mean, I guess we could, but like, fuck, Hyesung is getting beaten down and being like, people are being like, are you stupid? Why would you say this? And then the official accounts are getting beaten up, and like, people are like, oh, how could you be irresponsible, blah 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 blah.
웃고 자빠졌네.
Like, what the hell are we supposed to say? Do we lambast you too?
그럼 울어? 공식 계정이 낸 공식 입장이야. 어쨌든 오더 받고 쓴 거라고.
그런다고 투표 수가 움직일 것 같아? 아까 깝쳤을 때랑 똑같은 끝일 텐데.
와, 진짜 내 편 하나도 없네.
Yeah, no. Aren't you supposed to be like the platter king? Aren't you supposed to know how social media works? How could you do this? Like, I do get being emotional, but like the fact that he's doubling down is kind of absurd.
세일 씨, 신 PD님 없다고 너무 기고만장인데? 무대 무너졌다고 개념까지 무너지네. 신임 총괄 PD신가? 출연자 인사드려요?
말이 심하잖아. 어쩌고 싶은데.
Hyesung put on a crooked smile and looked at Dean. Why me?
알면서들 물어보긴. 도윤이 형은 내 상황 이해하잖아. 아니야?
I... No. No. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Yeah, no.
어떤 이유든 이런 난장판은 안 돼.
Don't give me that.
우리 5위랑 4위야. 위기의식 공유하는 거 아니었어?
I'm not participating in this fucking war, bro. Like, I get it. All publicity is good publicity. But, like, at the same time, like, I don't know, man. I think it would be nice to not have to deal with the shitstorm that you caused. Like, I don't know. The collapsing building is already something.
형도 꼴찌가 뭔 바락인가 싶나봐. 저 S 승연인지 뭔지가 최하위 죽는다니까 쫄아서 설치는 것 같고.
Hyesung put his hand around his watch and took a step back. Beads of sweat rolled down his pale face.
그래, 좋아.
Hyesung glanced towards the back and put on a crooked smile.
나만 또라이지? 페이터 한다고 갈구고 PD님 사칭하는 미친놈한테 나라고 하질 않나? 그 자식 입 닥치게 하니까 또 사람 찍어 누르고. 내가 그렇게 만만해? 꼴찌라고 사람 무시해? 실실거리고 다니니까 개뿔도 없어 보여?
A little silly.
혜성아, 진정하고 얘기를 좀 들어봐.
가까이 오지 마! 나 단독 행동을 좀 해야겠어.
Oh no.
내 포지션 확실하게 얘기해 줄게. 난 베스타 계속 할 거고 뭐라고 하든 상관 안 해.
베스타 무너졌다고. 여기가 아직도 무대로 보여?
계속 한대잖아. 그럼 이기면 만사 오케이잖아? 페이턴이 인기 두 편이. 사실 난 그런 거 없어도 괜찮아. 비장의 무기가 있으니까.
Hyesung continued, slowly moving backwards.
야! 집착 좀 그만해!
다 따라오지 마. 내 얘기 혼자 듣고 싶을 테니까.
As Ina hesitated, Hyesung turned and headed towards the central corridor.
혼자는 위험해.
Gyuk shout echoed through the ruins. The rest of the group looked at one another nervously.
저대로 두면
냅둬요.
아까 복도 봤잖아. 잘못하면
신경 끄면 알아서 기어 나올 텐데 관심 주면 더 날뛰어요.
규혁이 말이 맞아. 무대 뒤가 위험해 보여서 돌아온 거잖아.
텀을 둬야 쟤도 뚜껑 열린 거 닫죠. 지 혼자 이 악물고 덤비기는 뭐가 바뀐다고?
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look that unsafe. Like it's small and cramped, and it is falling apart. And there's a lot of places that are falling apart. But theoretically, it's not like there are places that seem stable enough that he'll be fine-ish. And if I don't know, it's difficult, but honestly, maybe alone time would help. I don't know. Sometimes you just need a break. Fuck, we need a break.
뭘 안다고?
지금은 놔두죠. 어떤 말도 소용없을 것 같아요.
Yeah, forcing him to come back is not going to benefit anyone in this moment, and he's just completely enraged. I think him being near us while he's still in that state would just make things worse, and he would just react not negatively. Yeah, in this situation, I think unfortunately, even if it's not like super safe to do so, you do still need to de-escalate and give yourself some time off, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to think about. Or, like, I've never been in a situation like this. I've never been in a situation where my life is in danger, so I don't know. Well, in this kind of state. What the fuck?
도윤아, 그치만
I didn't even get to choose.
아예 내버려 두자는 게 아니에요. 많이 흥분한 것 같으니까 잠시 동안만요.
The others nodded, looking at one another. That's not fair.
아까 눈 봤어? 완전 핑 돌았던데.
더 나갔으면 가만 안 뒀어요.
So pretended to be calm, but his voice was shaking.
정말 괜찮을까?
오래 둘 수는 없어. 여차하면 뛰어가야지. 갈만한 데는 대기실 아니면 화장실이겠지.
흥분을 가라앉혀야 할 텐데.
Hyuk let out a brief sigh, looking at the door.
워치 가진 분들 메신저랑 페이터 한 번만 확인해 주세요. 서혜성이 뭐라고 해놓은 건 없어요?
Just then, Yoon felt a buzz of a notification on his wrist.
혜성이야?
네, 메시지가 왔어요.
양반은 못 되는 놈이네.
뭐라고 그래?
둘이서만 얘기 좀 하자는데?
무슨 꿍꿍이로?
무기가 있다는 둥 그랬는데.
별 대단하지도 않은 걸로 정신 승리하는 거겠죠.
가 볼 거지?
네, 여기서 쉬고 계세요.
언니는 내가 챙길게. 그나저나 왜 혼자 오래? 불안하겠으리.
메신저로 다 얘기하든지 전화를 하든지.
별일 아닐 거야. 괜찮겠지.
혼자 흥분해서 설레발치다 사고라도 내면.
혼자 오랬지만 같이 갈까? 아까 상태 그대로면 위험할지도.
괜찮아. 갔다 올게.
Ji-young, who was leaning against Ina, raised her hand.
지금은 좀 진정했을지도 몰라. 어떻게든 달래는 쪽으로 부탁해.
혜성이가 제 말은 그럭저럭 듣는 편이니까
Yeah, that is true.
시키는 대로 가서 얘기해 볼게요.
상황 보고 나서
걱정하지 마. 혜성아!
Wait, what does this do? Yoon turned the dressing room doorknob, but the door did not open. Oh.
잠갔어. 나야! 말한 대로 왔어!
After a short pause, Hyesung's voice came from the other side of the door.
그래, 네가 시킨 대로.
The door opened slightly, and Hyesung stuck his head out.
들어와.
Yoon stared at Hyesung blankly.
형, 내 얘기 듣고 있어? 사퇴하라고.
따로 불러서 하려는 얘기가
이것이 뭐겠어?
Hyesung licked his parched lips.
공식 계정 봤지? 구조되고도 베스타 이어지는 거면 난 남아야 돼. 지금 투표 쓰면 내 자리 날라가. 그러니까 형이 좀 사퇴해줘. 어? 페이터로 쓰든 장세일이한테 전화하라고 하든 핑계는 뭘로 대도 괜찮으니까. 그래, 걔 핑계 대면 되겠다. 페이터의 그 미친놈 S승연.
No, why would we give them more power, bro? Why would we do that?
걔한테 휘둘리기 싫어서 자진 사퇴한다고 해.
What is that gonna do? That's gonna make him more powerful. That's what that. Why would we want to give the troll the ultimate like power in this situation? Being like, oh, because of you, you made a big change in our lives. Why would we do this?
타임라인 꼴 봐봐.
Because of you. Yeah, because.
그 새끼가 꼴찌를 주기니 많이 했잖아. 지금 개판 5분 전이야. 누구 하나 사퇴한다고 그게 뭐라 할 놈도 없어.
Seeing that Yoon was lost for words, Hyesung's expression began to change.
형, 베스타에 큰 욕심 없다 아니었어? 선비인 척 고고하게 굴어본 것뿐이야? 그럼 나도 생각이 있어.
어떤 생각?
폭로할 거야.
Cool.
정말로 배신자가 맞다고.
Well, that's not even a secret. That's just a straight up lie. Oh yeah, do what you want then.
네가 원하는 대로 해.
에? 진짜?
그래. 어쩌면
Hyesung shrugged his shoulders, where Yoon was about to say something.
그렇게 나오면 내가 할 말이 없네.
I mean, it was kind of unexpected that you would like that. But yay.
사실 형은 뭐 나도 아닌 거 알아.
Why are you spreading misinformation then? What the fuck? You suck.
왜? 미쳤어?
Is my stream working?
그럼 왜 말을 그런 식으로 했어? 이렇게 혼자 행동하는 건 뭐고?
한 수 접으니까 바로 쏴대네.
혜성아, 무대로 돌아가자.
안 돼. 끝장 보고 나갈 거야.
싸움이라도 하게?
말이 돼? 내가 쳐맞지. 형 먼저 부른 건 제일 만만해서 그랬어.
I guess that makes sense.
얼굴 보니까 역시 어렵네. 블러핑 치는 것도 쉽지 않아.
무기가 어쩌고 한 거 역시 블러핑이었어?
So you're using me as a test subject. A test run.
아니거든? 진짜 있어 무기. 뻥 아냐. 형 거가 없어서 그렇지. 바로 거기까지 들어가긴 좀 치사하다 싶었어. 이제 블러핑 집어치우고 건더기 있는 사람한테 쇼부 봐야겠어.
Hyesung looked to the side and smacked his lips. Hyesung just confessed that he has no secret weapon to use against Yoon. He was acting as if he had something to disclose on everyone else. Was he going to call the contestants one at a time and ask each of them to drop out? What was he really up to? What did he mean when he said he had an ace in the hole?
혜성아, 나랑 얘기 좀 해.
Yoon decided to talk with Hyesung calmly while not provoking him. Alright, we're gonna stop the stream here now. Let's save. Yes. So I think that's fine. We'll save here. Wait, I just realized our old save files are gone. Did they save over it? I don't remember saving on this one. Well, I don't know. Okay, so we'll continue on next time. Hopefully that won't be too long. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye! Bye bye, bye bye!